Okay, so there we go. Now we have that all snapped to the grid and kind of all pulled out like that. So now I'm even going to start with this one here. I'm just going to select those points and I'm going to just kind of spread those out a little bit. And let's see. Be sure you don't get them snapped off the grid, but you want to spread them out. And I'm not going to do this all the way because it takes a little bit of, you have to kind of, like I need to grab just this section here, spread it out, move it to the side a little bit. Let's just move that there. Let's scale that, spread those out. And you're just basically, what I'm doing is I'm evening out these points here, these UV points here, and then you can also do one at a time here like that. I'm going to spread those that way, like so, and you just want to get it fairly even. I'm not going to spend again too much time doing this, but you're going to get the idea. Let's do this side here. I'm going to press them down. Let's spread those out and move those. Scale them like that. And let's do this side here. Again, I have to do a little bit of surgical work here. I need to pull those down. Let's get those, move those, spread them out a little bit. I see there's a crossing UV here that I have to fix. Yep, just like that. Sometimes you have to just do these one at a time, like so. Let's see how we're doing here. Not bad. Let's just even this out a little bit. Let's just bring it up like that. Spread that out. And then let's just go down here, up here, excuse me. Move that. Again, I'm just going to do this just quickly so you can see just the basic technique. And move it over to the side. Like so. Let's do one at a time. Like so. And let's just do a little bit of a spread out like that. Okay, that's good enough for now. I'm going to select shell border, and then if I shift marquee drag, it's going to deselect the shell border and select all the UVs in the center here. And then we're going to do a unfold. Let's undo that, and let's just see what a relax does instead. Relax is a little better. And then, as you can see, it just really evened out all of those UVs quite nicely. Let's do one more relax and see what happens. That's just a little better. And now that we have that done, you can see that it's definitely a little bit more manageable. We do have a couple of crossing vertices here that need to be dealt with and fixed, but those are no big deal. At least it's not like a confusing mess like it was before. Now I'm also going to just show you how you can go in and clean up this a little easier. You don't have to go one at a time. I'm going to, using the same technique, I'm going to grab one line of UVs here. Let's just grab it all the way across like that, and I'm going to do the scale. And if I scale it, oops, Control Z, I don't have all of them selected. Here we go. I want to select all of them. And then if I scale them, it'll straighten them out. And then I can kind of move them just like that. And I can do the same thing with this one here. And you're gonna scale them straight and move them up. And you can go and just do that. If you grab a couple of extra ones here, you can always control select those. And now that you have this one here, now that you have that, you can select that and start scaling them. And that's just a kind of a real good easy way to start cleaning up all the way down and start evening out your UVs. And then it takes a little bit of just handwork in here to even out your UV, your unwrap, so it's even, and then you have a nice looking spread of the texture over your shoe here. Let's just real quickly kind of see what's going on. Let's go into Object. I'm going to assign a surface to this. I'm going to assign a new material, just a Lambert. Go into the Lambert color. I'm going to make it the checker, and we can kind of see how that is kind of working, which is not really that great right now because I haven't gone in and let's go see here. UV coordinates. Let's just see, place 2D texture. Let's do coverage 2. Let's see if that'll do a little better. And if we go into our UV texture editor over, where are we? We're down here. And let's make that a little darker. And we would have to go and start to playing with this texture, playing with this UV unwrap a little bit more as well, because this is not really, this hasn't been really fine-tuned enough where we can see how the UV unwrap is being effective. It's a little too big. We also can go in and let's see if I can figure out how to material attributes, and let's just see if we can, repeat UV. I think that's what I want. I want to repeat UV like that. Let's do a little bit more. Let's do a 12. And yeah, that's a little bit better on here. And then we can start to mess with this heel texture, but as you can see, it's not a confusing mess. So that's basically really roughly and fairly quickly how to do a UV unwrap, or how I would go about doing a UV unwrap on a organic object like this shoe here.